Good evening, tutor. No, my name is Jimmy Roballo. I am doing this video by myself. I know it was supposed to be as a group, but unfortunately, only one person, only another person besides me, participated in the forum, and basically she said that she was going to do the task by herself. The other partners never appeared, so I had to do it myself. Well, this institution that I am in is Hombres de Valor. You know that they are in a process of recovering, of drugs dependence. And they are not in a specific grade. They are people from different ages, different situations, different academic situation. um, and I think that the most remarkable is that they are in this process, and that it makes the things a little bit more difficult. Well, I am the teacher in those classes. I'm not observing classes. I am teaching the classes. So I'm going to try to answer to the questions according to that. The first question is: did you perceive that the teacher planned every class, or he or she rather improvised in the sessions? Is that planning or improvisation successful or not? Explain why. I try to be all the time ready. I have all my material prepared before the classes. I have some printed material that I try to use with them, and also I included other things. Um, I have to say that in a couple of cases, I was supposed to have the material there because the 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 psychologist, the person there who helped me, was supposed to print these copies that I sent him, but unfortunately, when I got to the institute, he didn't. So when I started my class, I didn't have the material, so uh, we can say that I had to improvise somehow. But I always had there my laptop, and there is a TV, so that is a big advantage because I all the time had that with some material prepared in the laptop. So I always had something to do, even when I had to improvise, so I could do the things. I think that the things never went wrong, really wrong, just with a couple of little problems. The second part is: what pedagogical skills do you stand out of the English teacher? I think that what I try to do is to put all the knowledge that I try to give him in context, all the information. I try to make it relevant. I try to make it significant for them. So I think that is the most important thing, and that's what I try to do all the time when I teach them something. I try to do conversations. I try to do role plays where they put all that new information in their own context and use it in their own context. So I think that is the most important thing that I do, and it works. It works most of the time. Um, well, the number three: what were the general attitudes of students toward the English class, their teacher and mates? Why do you think that happens? This is a difficult group, a difficult circumstance, because these guys are different ages. In some of them are in very difficult situations. Uh, but I have to say that in general their attitude is good because uh, the classes, specifically the English classes, are an opportunity for them to get points that they use in their daily life in this place, in this institution. So the class is a motivation for them. Only when the classes start is a motivation because they know that they can get points. So that is really good because they are attentive, they are open to work. So I tried to use that. I tried to give them the motivation to make them work and promise them points, and I give them points when they work, when they do the things in a good way. So in general is good. Obviously not all the time, and not all of them, because as always, some people don't like English. They think that it's impossible, they think that they know nothing, and that is always a barrier, and that happened there. Some people never tried, and I try to motivate them in different ways, but it's not always possible. Also, there are some guys who have cognitive problems, and that didn't help either. Among them, sometimes they are a little disrespectful, but I try to correct that. But it's not always easy. No, they are not children. Uh, they are adults, most of them, but obviously for because of their condition, well, it's complicated sometimes. But in general, is good, I think. Well, the next part is, do you consider the students learn thanks to those teachers' skills? Why or why not? Well, I, I, I want to think. I would like to think that they are learning. They have showed progress, most of them. I think that when I try to put everything in context, they like that. They see it as something real, and that makes them participate and involve more in the class, and that helps. And I think that they have learned. I can say that in general they have learned. Some of them have learned more than others, but they have learned. Would you change anything in teachers' attitudes? What and why? Well, I short time ago I learned that well, I am doing the classes with another partner, with the teacher Nicolas, and somebody told me that for the kids, for the students, uh, the other teacher was like the strict teacher, and they saw me as the good guy, as the nice teacher. But in the way that they told me, maybe that made me understand that probably I was too relaxed with them, maybe too nice, and that obviously made me think if that could be the case, if I am too nice, too relaxed with them. So I don't know. That is something that is common in me. I am always I try to be nice with people, always smile, always uh, be like close to them, not like friends, very close, no, but some kind of closeness. And I don't know. That made me think. That made me think if maybe that could be a problem. Sometimes you have to be strict. Maybe that gets better results. I don't know. So I have been thinking in that lately. If sometimes I am too relaxed or too nice, but I don't know. Maybe as long as I see good results, I don't know if it's necessary to change that. But it makes you think. Well, in the number six, in the case that the students are not very fluent in English, why do you think that happens? Well, yeah, obviously they are not. Obviously, uh, only maybe three or four guys are can have like a medium level. They know more things than the others, and it's easy for them to get the basic things. But in general, they are not fluent. In general, they don't know almost anything about English. Some of them are or they don't have not even the primary or high school. So it's difficult now, for the condition I mentioned before, now the socioeconomic level they have, well, different things. So they are not fluent. They are not fluent. I think we have a long way to work with them. So we are in the basic. We're in the basic. I think obviously the main reason is because they don't have a contact with English. They don't have a constant contact with English. So that is what I would like to change, and I'm going to try to change. Well, and the final is, which skills does the teacher encourage the more in students? Writing, speaking, listening, or reading. What do you think he or she focuses mostly in that or those skills and not in all of them? Well, in my case, I focus more in listening and speaking. Listening and speaking. Um, the reason I do it is because I consider it is the most difficult to develop. I think that is something that not everybody does. When students are in English classes in school or in institutes, usually they do a lot of grammar and reading and writing probably. So I think maybe they have other spaces, other moments to do that, but they usually don't have a place to practice speaking or listening. So for those reasons, I do it. I think it's the most difficult, and I think they don't have the opportunity to do it. So I focus on more on listening and speaking. The other abilities, the other skills, well, only sometimes. But I think anyway, it's important to try to teach everything. Well, that's it. Those are the questions. Tutor, thank you very much, and see you later.